last time on GameGrumps.
Sayori smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
Well, I'll promise if you promise.
I'll promise if you promise to promise my promise.
Well, I'll promise if you promise to promise that you promised to earlier about the promise.
Promise.
I promise.
Me too.
Me three. What?
Brune Helga.
Did somebody say literature club? Yay! The end. Whenever I shoot my beams, I make the Full House sound. Tim Allen.
Do you mean Home Improvement?
Yeah, oh, what did I say? Full House?
Yes, that's okay.
Home Improvement, Tim Allen.
Okay, cool.
Al. Big Al. Wilson. Winston? Who's the neighbor? Wilson? Wilson. Bam, 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 bam. Oh. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? Tell me, how did you do it? You're not worried.
You're not 5 seconds to comply.
Like her whole hand turns into You're not, 4 seconds. You're not worried that I'll be 3 seconds. One of those people too.
I am worried.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Game Grumps.
Good day. It is Doki Doki. Understanding time.
Doki DDLC. Well, that's Doki Doki Literature Clun. We got side stories.
Clung.
It's the plus part of the DDLC.
Yes. So we did trust yesterday. Was
Yeah.
that correct?
Yar.
And now it's time for understanding.
And it was wholesome, and they hugged, and I think Sayori cried or whatever. And now it's time for understanding.
Yeah, it's actually for us. It's actually weeks later. We were somewhere else.
Yeah, I went to Norway.
Did you really?
No.
Oh,
I went to North Carolina.
still cool.
I got the first 3 letters right though.
It's true. Basically the same place.
The way I went was Carolina. All right, here we go.
I went to New York.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and in the entire plane ride there, I was thinking to myself, like different songs, but with the word ham in them. Like, I'm going to break that rusty ham. Oh fuck, I can't remember any now. There were hours of it. It's like Pink Floyd, like breathe in the ham.
It's so weird. I also had a singing bit like the other day. I was thinking about like if I ever went to like a public karaoke bar or something, you know, like a RJ Gators.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what RJ Gators is.
Well, I know from the stories you've told me.
Yeah. I would just go up and be like, hello, thank you for having me. This is a favorite song from a Disney movie. Here goes. And it's like Frozen. It's like, snow glows white on mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. I just really nail it.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, sorry. We should. Okay. Is there music playing that we just can't hear?
Probably.
I feel like there must be.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
You know,
It's gonna make our
no,
music
actually,
good,
I
Simon.
don't think so.
Oh.
I think it's silent right now.
Oh, okay.
The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar.
It's Yuri! She's so alive! Fred.
Oh, Fred! Who is she? What's her name?
Sayori?
Oh, it's Monica. Oh, all the characters are here.
They're almost all.
Some of them.
This is a sum of all of them.
Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica.
It's the girl.
It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. It was the girl.
Do you remember you remember when we were playing Bowser's Fury? This might have just come out, but I don't know. We were playing Bowser's Fury and Bowser Jr. sees the giant hulking black mass of his dad. And he's like, "It's my dad! What's up, Dad?" Okay, neat.
Love you too, Dad.
So funny.
Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club.
Are you here for the literature club by any chance?
Am I in the wrong place?
Yes. No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside.
The girl fully steps to the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement.
Get away from the wall! It's happening! Oh my gosh! Well, that's my character.
Oh, is it?
I appreciate your excitement.
Wait, no. Oh, is it you?
Yeah.
And I'm the other one.
You're Natsuki.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica. This is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way?
Storing for future files of kill. I'd like to join your club.
I'd like to join your club.exe. That is your name.
Already?
Wait, really? Are you sure?
I mean, I should be good enough.
You should be good. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Starting yakback.exe.
Oh.
Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you.
Performing research.
Girl.
The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down.
So what's your name?
Yuri.
I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Our names are kind of similar. Yuri, Sayori. If we were friends, we could be the couple Sayori.
Sayori, I already.
Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy?
No! Fred, like books?
Fred.
Yuri looks at Monica.
Fantasy is cool.
Is what a human would say. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle DuPont?
I can't say that I have.
Heir to the DuPont fortune? Oh, well, she's my favorite author.
Logging onto internet now. Yes.
Expelling gas for human cover. I'm on her 5th book and it's just...
Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy.
This is how I look like a fish.
You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience.
Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation.
I think you should leave.
Must regain control.
She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help.
What are you asking for? What are you saying? I have to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I mean, I've known you for 8 seconds, so I feel like we've got a lot going on.
I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Stupid, I could just stab myself. That's you.
Yuri quickly stands up.
I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you.
You probably only need to bring one for now.
I'll bring them all.
Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk.
It's all of Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time. I'll see you in 3 years when you're halfway done. True, okay, I'll get the first one then.
Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. But that's probably like a joke compared to what she said.
I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature.
She walks in with like Mein Kampf and they're like,
okay, well, that's different.
no!
It'll be fun to learn from each other. Really like to know your worldview.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but
I do disagree with Mein Kampf.
What if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? Maybe Mein Kampf has some good ideas.
Maybe you should leave.
We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of the sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori.
Perhaps you should be eliminated.
I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. I have a pretty good grasp on it myself.
Yeah.
Is this the same timeline where they all kill themselves?
Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her and not bothering me at all.
Yay, that's exactly what I want to do.
Good.
Besides,
Sayori lowers her voice.
I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
What did you say?
She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk.
I don't appreciate that language. It's a Zoftig book.
Zoftig? Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return.
I'm back.
No!
Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way.
Or that she's exhausted from carrying a 400-pound book.
Yeah. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk.
The desk cracks in half, falls through the floor. It continually falls through every floor of the school. The janitor in the basement's like, ah!
Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk.
Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. In the beginning, God created light. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start.
Sayori nervously interjects.
I hate this. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that.
From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking.
Don't talk to her anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Yuri sits down and looks at her books, then glances around the room showing no indication that she has anything more to add.
So what made you decide you wanted to join the club?
I don't anymore.
Well, I like reading with my sometimes human eyes. Remember when that happened? So I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements.
Stupid!
I only found out because she...
Yuri glances over at Monica.
Monica!
Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk.
Monica!
Monica.
Monica!
Monica.
Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself.
Monica. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational.
No, I did that. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. Human intonation added. I was actually, really hoping that you would, come by.
Yuri exhales in relief.
I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Maybe we'll both end up dead.
But that'll never happen.
Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons, too.
That's fine. Is that your breath? Boy, that was a really big exhale.
Such as there being too many people.
Well, you can see that's not a problem.
Three's a crowd. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you.
It's really small, pathetic school.
I feel like I could take you in a street fight if absolutely necessary. I definitely care at the right time.
Oh, that makes me happy. Oh, that's you.
That makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come.
Yuri smiles warmly to herself.
I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things that I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that.
Have you ever heard of QAnon?
I belong to a group that believes Clifford the Big Red Dog is our Lord and Savior.
What other kinds of things are you into?
Like, genres?
I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature.
Just things you would think are dumb.
Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face.
How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me something you're into. I like lollipops.
I believe in Pizzagate.
So I don't think we're meeting anymore. I like kittens.
The Jews run the media. I suppose that would be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty, into, crafty things.
JFK's still alive.
Like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute.
That was a stupid laugh.
So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised about how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Well, I guess I'm into nature and the way that weather is controlled by thought.
I love nature.
Have you ever heard of chemtrails?
Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club.
No, you're not. You're stuck. You're stuck here with me now.
I'm not.
R2.
You're stuck in here with me.
Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club.
Damn it, you've bribed me with power yet again.
Now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I interrupted you. Go ahead. Actually, I don't have to apologize at all. You're the only one here with no power or rank.
It's fine.
Oh, Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after get cut off.
I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around.
I like not having people around.
It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
What?
I get it.
When do you like to do that?
Right now, it just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it.
Wow. I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that.
Too much time is spent at this pointless literature club after class. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers.
The three continue their conversation, wondering, will we ever talk about books? Led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in.
I've got all these responsibilities as the vice president now!
Before they...
All the people are clamoring for what they want! Socialism is destroying us!
Before they knew
I
it...
couldn't agree more.
Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more.
Shit. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? Books!
That's the plan.
I'm so excited.
Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordless. That was like an Eminem rhyme.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile.
Bye!
As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell.
Bye.
Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room.
The vice president doesn't carry herself like that.
I thought it said, I just misread the line. After she was like, bye, I thought it said, once Yuri is left, Sayori continues her goodbye. And I was just about to be like, totally.
Sayori, you are a lifesaver.
If I had a human life.
I'm a person. Lifesaver's the candy. I didn't do anything. I just talked.
Still.
Our hands are so close to touching. So perilously close. Besides, it really lifted my mood. Oh God, it feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know, pulling my hand away. It made me happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her.
What? I don't want to be married.
How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting?
I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
Cut to, I'm miserable.
What do I do?
I think you'll do great.
After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Fade to black. Then the apocalypse
I
happened.
swear to God, man, I can't, like, waiting for a horrific turn that isn't gonna happen is almost worse than anything else.
Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri didn't eat much. Yuri makes her way to the Clubroom, expecting to be the last one to arrive.
Oh man, they're all out of pudding cups. Guess I'll eat my anxiety.
As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the Clubroom. Oh, here we go.
Blech. Ugh.
Oh, have you been eating anxiety?
Yes.
You can see that.
It's club time again. Thought it was weird. It was just me, right?
Monica comes out of the closet with like a sock full of soap bars.
Fucking get you.
Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? She wanted to be amongst her people.
Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact.
I'm sorry about yesterday. Remember when we became friends and I offered to help you read a book? That was the worst.
Sorry about that. Really inconvenienced everyone, didn't
Seemed really happy. It was awful.
Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. She tilted it too far, and she was like,
Ah!
Oh God, that's Natsuki style.
oh.
Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so...
Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were.
Fred? Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it.
Huh? Why?
Because... Clifford the Big Red Dog, Volume 23, Clifford's Happy Twirls, just came out, and boy, that's gonna take up my summer. Yeah, I knew that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested.
Yeah, I guess you saw right through me. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing.
I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me.
That's not what I was doing.
A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them.
I'm uncomfortable. Well, the thing is, did you see that silence? The thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet.
Wasn't that your job as the vice president?
Now that the acting president has been murdered in the computer club. I mean,
Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books.
Yeah, this club operates more like a cult than anything.
Excellent.
Like as a club activity, that would be okay, right?
Why am I being so resistant to this anyway?
I don't know, talk to your therapist.
It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this.
You don't have to apologize.
You're really dumping a lot on me right now.
Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here.
Bed.
Pudding.
So I could stop eating this anxiety all the time. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. That's a little close, don't you think?
It's kind of have a lot of room to spread out here.
So many other desks.
The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book.
Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga.
Sounds cool.
I almost fell asleep while reading the title. Aha! It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm ready now.
Ready for what?
Love in all the wrong places.
Oh, right, I should probably get some paper.
What?
That's you.
Oh, Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. And then a few more. And then she just can't stop.
Wait, how come you need paper?
I eat it.
Planes. Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes.
Notes? What are those? Yes, that's an effective strategy. I love reading.
That's really interesting.
I love Sayori's slightly worried I hate this face. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre.
Did it say genre?
Yeah.
I thought it said game. I don't know, it's weird. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did.
Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible.
I trust you. You're like super smart.
Not actually super smart, just kind of like it.
Oh, please.
Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush.
I applied some light blush this morning. I can't avoid it. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with.
Alright, just take the fucking compliment. Jesus Christ. Accept the gift.
Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people.
Oh my god, is this gonna be every fucking literature club?
You don't say.
That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you.
No!
She thinks I'm smart!
Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's.
That's way too much action.
You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Shoulders.
You like that shit?
Fred. Anyway, would you like to get started?
What are we doing?
Okay.
After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Ow. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in.
Ow. I have Clifford the Big Red leg welt.
The morbid she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, conspiracy theories. The more questions Sayori seems to have.
Why though?
But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. Just like Facebook. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is the one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards.
How do people come up with this stuff?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I tried to bring up, like, the 10 dumbest conspiracy theories, so I could,
List them off.
go back to them, but YouTube, of course, blew up my spot.
Yeah.
It's funny, the first thing that comes up when you, 6 common conspiracy theories and why it's pointless to argue with them. The first thing that comes up is, Do you mind? Do you accept if we use all your personal information? Like with cookies? Oh, damn it, that didn't start good. Alright.
It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. Like, it's good.
What kind of writing?
Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work.
Ah, you're into poetry? You know who else is into poetry? The Illuminati. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No way!
Yuri giggles, as evidenced by her giggle, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun.
9/11 was an inside job. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready.
Okay, but I can't read very fast.
Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. Like waiting out this plague without a vaccine.
I see.
Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes.
Hey, that's for the book.
Yuri scrolls down plandemic into her notes.
I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times.
Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents.
Okay, chapter 1.
The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again.
I hate reading! What does vindicated mean?
Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. Such as, people didn't believe me when I said the world was flat, but then I was vindicated, because it is.
When I found out that it is from this YouTube video I watched.
It's okay to ask questions, right?
Exactly! Of course.
Sayori turns the page.
Are these footnotes?
No, they're hand notes.
A lot of the dialogue is cultural references that require explanation to be understood.
The two continue reading, and we'll find out what they're reading about next time on GameGrumps.
Oh, baby, let's do it!
Yay. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That is how you spell respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I spelled it again.